Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei MatePad 11.5s, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will want to open up content that you wish to capture. I'll be using home screen as an example for this. So in my case, home screen is already open and visible on the screen, but just make sure that whatever you want to capture is visible right now on the screen. Once it is, there are two different ways you can capture a screenshot. One would be by pressing the power button and volume down at the same time, like so. And you get two options, share and scroll shot. Scroll shot will be available to you when you can actually scroll down on the content, not on the home screen. So let's say something like a web browser. So here you can see we can scroll down. I would be able to just capture this, select scroll shot, and you can see it's gonna start scrolling. There we go, I can tap on the screen and you can see this is a much longer version of a screenshot. Once you do this, make sure you just click right here on the save button to actually save this screenshot. So that's first way you can do this, and the second one would be three-finger swipe down, like so. Same thing, might be even easier for you, but at the end of the day, both of these do the same exact thing. So just use whichever one is more comfortable for you. Anyway, once you have captured your screenshots, you can find all of them by going into your Photos application. Let me just back out of here. And typically it would be located in the Photos tab. In here, you will be able to find your screenshots, screen recordings, photos, videos, downloaded memes, and any other kind of media that you have on your device. So I would recommend navigating to the Albums tab right over here, and then finding album called Screenshots. You can see this one right here. And reason for that is, in here you'll find screenshots and screen recordings, but it is still much easier to find whatever you would be looking for between only two categories of different content rather than literally every kind of image or video content you have on your device. So anyway, you can see right here, here are all the screenshots that I've captured. Here's the long one, so if I zoom it in to fill the entire screen, kind of like this, you can see that I would be able to basically scroll. Let's just make it, come on, piss off, there you go. So there we go. Oh my, know your place. So you can see this is now basically scrollable screenshot, though I'm just kind of zooming it in to fill the screen just to demonstrate it. So anyway, we also have the two other ones right here, more than two, and there we go. Pretty simple. Now I do want to mention one important thing. You won't be able to capture a screenshot of every single application. There are applications that will block this from happening. To basically, this is designed to protect the privacy and security of the user, but it's primarily being used to basically do the exact opposite of that. So where it's being used correctly would be things like bank applications. You can't capture a screenshot in bank apps, as you've probably already seen or experienced this. And the reason for that is if you ever had some kind of malware on your device, that would be able to just continuously see what kind of pins you're using, passwords to log into your bank. You can imagine how detrimental to the security of your bank that would have been. So bank applications block things like screen recordings and screenshots. Now, another applications that also do this will be applications like Spotify, Netflix, and other garbage like this. These can't do this just because piracy. So you're paying them for the goddamn content that they're won't be allowing you to capture because piracy reasons. There are much better ways to pirate it, and I completely I'm disgusted by the fact that some cunt of a CEO can decide that, you know what, this application that you just opened up on your tablet, yeah, you can't capture it because we just feel like you can go F yourself, you know? And by paying us, we can enshittify the service even more. Oy vey. So in any case, for this kind of purposes, if you're trying to capture any kind of screenshot in Netflix or some other dog shit like this, you can use other services that, number one, don't charge you money for even being able to view it. And number two, it's just a middle finger. I mean, for fuck's sakes, if you're going to be paying for some content, you should be able to capture a screenshot. You're goddamn paying for it. It's in your right. And whatever you want to capture, it's your choice. It shouldn't be a goddamn CEO of Netflix, for instance, to be able to tell you, you know what, you're not going to be able to capture this. Especially when it comes down to these crappy applications that basically do this without even ever asking you for permission or anything like that, or you agreeing to terms of service or policy. And I do want to mention, for instance, on my phone, would have Netflix pre-installed on the device because, hey, some companies basically do deals, which means that my phone comes with this application installed. And I've never owned a Netflix account, so I have never agreed to this. And yet this application can still do whatever it wants when I open it up. Keep in mind, I'm not signed in even. So for those purposes, if you're planning to capture a screenshot of maybe some kind of show, for whatever reason, it's not my business what you want to capture, you can navigate to your browser and navigate to a website like this one, pstream.mov. And this is basically the equivalent of every streaming platform combined into one for free. And in here, guess what? I can capture a screenshot, which you didn't see me already do. And I can open up any of these shows, though I do want to mention it works best with the plugin that they want you to get if you're planning to view anything. So let's see, I'm going to just click on something. Oh, there we go. So you can see we have this right here. So best quality plus even more sources. Okay, so this is desktop though. This doesn't really apply. So we'll be looking for this one, browser extension. So what it will do is allow you to access more repositories or sources where you can get this content from to view it. Otherwise, you can still use it without it, but I found it that it's a bit more iffy. Sometimes it just doesn't find any kind of source where I can view it, which kind of makes it a crappy streaming platform if you can't view what you want to view. So with the plugin, it actually works way better, though I'm in no way associated with this, and I have no clue what this plugin actually does in the background. So keep that in mind when planning or thinking of using this. But I have used it myself and haven't experienced any problems so far. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.